Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy, Anthony Football, bringing you another banger. How we doing, boys? Um, Guys, football's right around the corner, man. I'm getting excited. Me and I just went over, sorry, short, we got to do an intro, right? But I just went over to my friend's house and, like we were all there, like we're all in the same dynasty league. And man, everyone seems to be getting really hyped about fantasy this year again. That hype's starting to come around. I made a trade for JSN, so JSN's on the squad now. But yeah, I'm super excited. But today I wanted to go over player values I liked. I wrote like a little list here on my phone of some values that I like that I think like for their ADP, their average draft position in the actual in your fantasy draft, I think they're going to beat expectations on that number they're ranked. So, like for example, our first player that I believe is going to be their ADP is Brees Hall. Um, so he's currently going at ADP 32, which means he's going roughly around the beginning of the third round in your fantasy drafts. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to like go over some players that I really like for this season that I think are a little undervalued that you should be targeting in your draft. So we're starting off with Brees Hall. As you see here, he's 25 years old, 5'11". Oh, shit. What up, boo? Um, he's 25, 5'11", 217. Um, and man, the reason why I like Brees is it's not necessarily because he's on the Jets. Because, yeah, I know that comes with it. You know, he's on the Jets. The Jets stink. Yes, that's a big reason why he's not higher. But, man, I mean, he's just an athletic freak, dude. He's just an athletic freak. If you go watch his, especially his college highlights, but even like his highlights from his, I think it was 2022 season, right? Or 2023. Yeah, his 2023 season. The guy just looks like a natural born running back. He gives me a lot of like Jonathan Taylor vibes. He gives me like a young Jonathan Taylor vibe. Like, I don't know. I think he's one of the better running backs athletically. He's just unfortunately on the Jets, so it kind of sucks. But at at the beginning of round three, I really think he could smash that. Like, if the Jets are any good at all, he doesn't get hurt. And, but the problem, see, this is another thing I didn't really think about. So maybe you got to take this into consideration. But um, they're obviously waiting for 2027 to be their season. They have like 3 first round draft picks. So that's like that's one of my biggest problem with the Jets. But at the same time, I mean, you have a running back that's in his prime at 25 years old going up against teams that aren't scared of you at all. So it's like, I mean, I don't think just because they're rebuilding, he's like not going to try this year. So I really like Brees Hall a lot. Go watch his highlights. Really good. I would pull him up myself, but I don't know if that's copyright or anything like that. But yeah, man, the kid can run. Big frame too, fast. He gives me really big Jonathan Taylor vibes. But I like him especially for dynasty, especially for dynasty. So moving on, we're gonna go to another running back that I like a lot, and that's Kyron Williams. Now, Kyron Williams, it's currently has an ADP of 31, so right in front of Brees at 32. But for good reason, and he should be higher. I mean, this guy, I don't know why he's getting drafted in the beginning of the third compared to mid second, early second, because the guy has been RB in the past 3 years. He's been the seventh best RB, the seventh best RB, and the ninth best RB. Man, I mean, Kyron is just so consistent, dude. So consistent. I don't really know why people fade him or like. I mean, I guess people don't really fade him. I guess they like other options, but like, dude, like, I mean, he could be better than the Marion Hampton, and then Marion Hampton's going in the like literally start of the second, maybe late first if you're in a 12, 14 man league. Like, I don't know. I mean, you are 100% getting Kyron at value at where he's getting drafted at right now. He's only 25 years old, only 25. Um, he's on the best. He's on the best offense in the league with the Rams, who has a phenomenal O line. I mean, you got an MVP quarterback who's even get. It's helping you out that he's getting older too, because he's probably going to want to run the ball a little bit more. And I mean, if there's a year for Kyron to smash again, I mean, I think it's just this year, man. He's versatile. He's good in the pass catching game. Like, Kyron is just an absolute steal. I love Kyron. And for an ADP of early third, I think he's better than a lot of people going in the second. So that's just my take. If you have one of those early picks, like 1 through 3, definitely try to get him. I mean, if it's me, I go, let's say I'm 3 and I get like, I don't know, Puka or Jamar Chase. Well, I wouldn't draft Kyron if I got Puka, but let's say I get like Jamar Chase or JSN right at the 3, and it comes back around in the second round. I'm taking Kyron. I mean, I'm reaching, but like I'm taking Kyron because I think he would get swept up in that turn. So as your number one running back that you're not getting in like those, big guys like Bijan or Jonathan Taylor or Gibbs or any of the people going in the first round, he is a safe, consistent running back on a great offense. I love Kyron. I love drafting Kyron in mocks. So, yeah, we like Kyron. Also, if you do draft Kyron, draft Blake Corum just in case he gets injured, so you have a handcuff, because literally Blake Corum is Kyron Williams. He's the exact same thing. But they're not going to use him. So, well, they will. But moving on to another guy I like a lot. And I know he's a rookie, and I might have recency bias, but man, Carnell Tate, I just think Carnell Tate's gonna smash his ADP this year. He's going currently at 62. So you can get Carnell Tate in Sleeper app in round 6. That's just insane. He's 100% going to beat that. I mean, you just look at all the factors. You got Cam Ward, first overall pick, who's a decent thrower. You're on the Titans, who doesn't have the greatest O-line, but listen, he has a great arm. I'm a believer in Cam Ward. I think he just needs more time to develop. But you got Brian Daboll there now. You've seen what Brian Daboll did to Malik Neighbors his rookie year. 273 fantasy points his rookie year. And if I'm, this might sound crazy. It might sound like I'm talking out of my ass, but I think Carnell Tate's a better route runner than Malik Neighbors, man. And he has better hands. So he's just the way he like gets off the not line, but like when he's like lined up, he'll sprint right at the defender, and the defender has to like backpedal, and he's getting sprinted at by like a 6'2" OSU god. Like I just think Carnell Tate's gonna absolutely smash. Cam Ward they gave him he was the 4th overall pick in the NFL draft. They are going to feed him the ball this year. I'm not too worried about Wan'Dale Robinson at all. And the best part with Carnell Tate is he's that big frame, man. He's a red zone threat. So yeah, I expect a lot out of Tate. I really do think he's going to get 1,000 yards this year at least. Like, I think he has the ceiling, I'm not even kidding, for like 1,350 yards. 1,350. I mean, maybe even more, but like, to be conservative. But I'm seeing 1,350 for like 9 touchdowns from this man this year. And I really like Tate a lot. So for the 6th round draft capital, absolutely smash draft this guy. He's going to be going in the 3rd next year, guaranteed. Moving on. I now have one of my guys, and it goes by the name of TreVeyon Henderson. Now listen, hold on, let me take a sip of coffee. I feel like I go so fast in these videos because like I'm like being timed, but I'm not. I could take my time, but TreVeyon Henderson. So I mean, he's one of these weird ones for a lot of people. He's going in a wide range for a lot of people. So people that have been watching football for a long time are kind of not drafting Henderson as much where he's going because they believe, hey, Ramondre looked good last year. Ramondre's kind of been the staple of the Patriots' run offense for years. They're not really going to get rid of him. Yada, yada, yada. Why am I going to draft Henderson? And Henderson's going at ADP 48, so in the end of the 4th round. Why would I draft someone in the 4th round that's not even running back 1 right now, in my opinion? Right. Now, in my belief, I think the Patriots fan base, first of all, their fans for sure, but also their front office really are starting to believe in this guy a little bit more as the offseason goes on. I can just feel it in the air. I mean, he's just electric, man. The games he's played in, he's averaged, so that like let's look at it so it doesn't look like I'm talking out of my ass. So in games with, is this snap percentage? Yeah. So in games with 1, 2, I mean, this one he only had 48 too, snap percentage. In games where he's a bell cow running back with, I guess it's only 2 games, but I mean, I'm going to count this one because he dropped 30. But in games that he got over 80% snap share, he's dropped 30 points. Like he's averaged 30 points. The kid is incredible when you watch him. I mean, super fast, not scared of running through the line and finding the gap. Now, in my opinion, I think he needs to learn a little bit from Ramondre about being a little bit more patient and waiting for that hole to create itself. He tends to, if you watch his highlights, he tends to kind of just as soon as he gets the ball, he just darts and tries to like kind of make his own hole from whatever he sees, and it can kind of hurt him. But if you watch Ramondre kind of waits for like half a second and then goes. But that being said, I mean, he's definitely going to fix that, I think. I mean, he just needs more snap percentage, and then that goes away. And I mean, you're getting a 23-year-old running back from Ohio State on the Patriots with Drake May and A.J. Brown now, who has Mike Vrabel as a coach. So I really see him, especially in Dynasty, he's definitely going to be the future for the Patriots offense. But man, I mean, if you're playing fantasy, you're not going for second place. So the way you go for first place is you need to take shots on guys that are going to break out. And man, I think this guy's going to break out. And if it's not like at the beginning of the season, it's surely going to be at the end of it. Because, bro, I just don't see how they can't use him this year. He's too good. So I really like TreVeyon. Yeah. Moving on to another guy. Okay. We're kind of going all over the place. Going up and down. But this next guy, Michael Pittman. Now, this isn't one of your... I spell it wrong. This isn't one of your, like, flashy picks. This is one of your later round picks, so this might not be as interesting to you. But just hear me out. As someone who's watched a lot of Steelers, right, and watched a lot of Aaron Rodgers in their lifetime, I really do think Michael Pittman is a great match for the way that Rodgers plays football. Um, I think Pittman is that guy that gets open over the middle, and that's always what Rodgers is looking for, to just throw a dart to someone that can always get open over the middle. And I really think that's what Pittman is. I know he's old, but listen, he's still 6'4", 223. He put up good numbers last season. I mean, 20, 19, 15, 15, 20, 23, 20. I mean, wow, he actually did a lot better than I even thought. But yeah, I mean, I think he's the wide receiver one on this offense. I don't think it's DK Metcalf. I think it's Michael Pittman. And I don't know. I just have this weird feeling that Aaron Rodgers is going to really look to him as his number one guy for this year. And I think for ADP 103, so in the 10th round, to get someone that's like, let's say you're a little iffy on your flex spot, or like you drafted someone in the fifth that you don't know, they might be a hot and cold type of player. I think Pittman's a fairly safe option to have in your flex. And for the 10th round, I think that's a smash value. So I'd definitely be drafting Pittman in some redraft leagues this year. So yeah, I like Pittman a lot. Moving on, we're going to go to another guy, another wide receiver. That's Rome Odunze. Now, before Rome got injured last season, I guess he did play in these games, so I shouldn't say that. But so last year was a little weird. So in the games I watched, at least, I always thought Rome Odunze was the number one wide receiver on the Bears. Now I've been hearing a lot of Luther Burden hype, and I'm not really too sure why. The guy literally didn't do anything last year. I mean, he literally did nothing. So I'm not really too sure why Luther Burden is going in like the fourth round. But someone that's going at ADP 63. So in the sixth round, you can get Rome Odunze in sleeper. I mean, he looked kind of incredible. I think this was the game I watched. I mean, when Caleb looks at Rome, at a healthy Rome, and targets him, man, he looks like a little Puka Nacua, man. I just think I really like Rome. I can't really explain too much why. I think he has good control. I think he's good at getting open in zone defense. Maybe not the best in like man coverage, but I think looking at the Bears, I think Loveland's going to be like your safest option to draft from the Bears. But I think if you're looking for like a smash wide receiver with a lot of upside, I really do think that is Rome. And I think he's going to be the big play type of guy. Luther will run those long streaks, so he's going to be a big play guy too. But I really think their X wide receiver is Rome Odunze, and that's who I want on this offense. So I really like Rome. He shows these flashes of really good games and then some duds. So yeah, take that as you will. But I think if let's say he stays healthy for the full season, I think he's definitely going to beat the expectation of 63 for sure. Next guy, and that's Garrett Wilson, another wide receiver. I mean, do I have to really say much about Garrett Wilson? He's just an athlete, dude. He might be one of the best wide receivers to come out of Ohio State. Unfortunately, he's on the Jets, and unfortunately, Geno Smith will be his quarterback this year. But that being said, I mean, who was his quarterback last year? I don't even know. And look at these games. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 5 games that he played in last year, he averaged, I mean, the nine's probably going to bring it down to like 17 points a game. But in these 4, he averaged like 21. Like, he's such a good athlete, man. He's always open. He's really fast. He's tough to guard. He plays with a lot of grit. He always wants the ball. I just really like Garrett Wilson. I think he's one of the best Ohio State wide receivers to be in the league. Just not on a good team. I mean, like, imagine if he was on the Seahawks, brother. He's doing what JSN did times 2. I'm telling you, he's nasty. So, yeah, I like Garrett Wilson, especially in Dynasty, because once they get Dante Moore next year, man, look out for the Jets, man, because they're going to be dominant next year. I think they got 3 first-round picks, so I really like the Jets next year, man. They're gonna have Brees, they're gonna have Wilson. What's his name? Omar Cooper's there too as a slot guy, and they got Kenyon Sadiq. Man, if they just go quarterback, O-line, it's gonna get real scary in New York. So, yeah, I like Wilson a lot. I've always liked Wilson. Moving on to a tight end here. That'll be Tyler Warren. Now, I like Tyler Warren a lot, mostly though for his ADP value. I don't think he's like a top 3 tight end, but him going at pick 50, I think is really solid. If you want one of your like more premium tight end, if you want like a more premium of a tight end, and let's say you drafted, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and you don't want to, there's no good quarterbacks or no good wide receivers. I really think Tyler Warren's a solid pick in round 5. His ADP is currently going at 50. So he's right at the beginning of round 5. And I mean, he's just kind of like a safe, big tight end. I don't think he's anything like crazy. That being said, but I mean, hey, when Daniel Jones was playing, I mean, look at this. Those aren't bad games. 14-11, 18, 14, 18, 17. Those aren't bad games. And I really think he's a focal point in this offense this season for sure. I think he's the safest out of this offense. You got Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, and then Warren. I think Warren is the piece you want to have in this offense. So at round 50, I mean, I don't think he's that too far off from Colson Loveland, who's going in round 3. So yeah, give me Tyler Warren. I think Loveland's a better tight end, but there's so many mouths to feed on the Bears, and there's not too many mouths to feed on the Colts. So for value purposes, I'm taking Warren over Loveland. Next on the list, we're almost done. We got 2 more. Or no, I'm sorry. 2 more? Yeah, 2 more. Next is going to be Dak Prescott, guys. So Dak is currently going at ADP 91. So in the 9th round, you can get Dak. Dak has been quarterback 7, 10, 14, 2, 32, 8, 18, 3, 31, 6. So he kind of has this like on season, off season, but hopefully that doesn't happen this year. But guys, I mean, like I said before, if you're trying to like win your leagues, right? You're not going for second place. I mean, Dak could be a top. You could be getting a top 8 quarterback in round 10. Like, and I really like the Cowboys. I really like the Cowboys as a whole this year. You got Pickens there. You got CD there. Who else you got? You got Javante's really good. They just got Caleb Downs in the draft, so their defense is going to be much better. I just really see the Cowboys being a really tough team to like play against. Like if I'm just a team in the NFL and I have to play the Cowboys, dude, I'm not looking forward to that whatsoever. And Dak can really sling that rock, man. He always, I mean, he had 4,500 passing yards last year with 30 touchdowns. Guy's really good. I have him on my fantasy team right now. He's my starting QB. And I had him last year, and he never disappointed. He never disappointed. If I needed like a 20-point game, Dak always had me. So I really like Dak at ADP 91. I feel like that's an absolute steal. Like, he can be better than, like, let's look at the QBs. Let's look at a list of the QBs right now. Stats. What am I looking at? Free agents. So Josh Allen. So he's not going to be better than Allen, Lamar, Drake. Okay, actually, he could be better than Drake May. That's your third best quarterback. He could be better than Drake May. Drake May had an easy schedule last season. Could be a lot harder this year. He could be better than Jaden Daniels. He could be better than Jalen Hurts. Like, I mean, Dak can beat out like any of these guys. So I just like Dak at his value, especially if you're the type of guy that drafts weights on quarterback and you don't want one of those premium guys because you want to fill out your roster. I like Dak as a late round pick. And the last guy, and potentially my favorite guy to draft right now. Oh wait, I'm still on quarterback. That would be Mike Evans. Now listen, I know he's old. I know he's 32. I know he is most likely not going to play a full season. That being said, guys, he is now on the 49ers, who is always like a top 7 team in the league. Brock Purdy loves throwing those streak balls to the corner of the end zone, which Mike Evans, that's Mike Evans' entire repertoire. There's already talks saying that he's like the leader of the wide receiver core there. He's like their number one guy already. Like, that's probably what they say to everybody, but I really do think Mike Evans is going to smash on this type of offense, man. Just absolutely smash. I think he's got one more really good season in him, and I think it's this year. He's 100% hitting 1,000 yards this year. And I really think you could be getting at round 57, round 5, ADP 57. I think you can get someone that can go for 1,200 and beat Devontae Adams with 15, 16 touchdowns this year. I honestly really think so. Yeah, dude. I mean, you talk about one of the GOATs, man. One of the GOATs, 6'5", 231. Solid, man. Solid. I mean, look what he did 3 years ago. At what, age 29, 30? 282, 8th best, or 7th best wide receiver in the league on the Buccaneers. So, all right, I mean, that's the video, guys. I'm wrapping it up here. I'm really excited for this season. I could show you guys my dynasty team. My dynasty team is actually disgusting. We're winning it all this year again. Boom, 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 boom. Look at the bench. Tet, BTJ, Jaden Daniels, Mike, Alec Pierce. And then we got Henderson, Fernando, and Makai on the taxi squad. Man, we looking hot. I just traded for Jackson Smith. I'll show you the trade. I might have given up a little too much, though. I gave away Carnell Tate, a top 3 pick in next year's draft, which it hurts. But, like, as a contender, I need to get rid of some of that potential and get some liquidity out of it. And that is what Jackson Smith is, boy. That boy's a dog. 20-point reception machine. But, yeah. All right, guys, it's going to wrap it up. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.